This email sucked. Let's see why. First off, the subject, yes, it tries to grab attention. It's effective in that. However, it's effective in the negative. It doesn't work. What kind of person or business is happy to receive such an email? Especially a person or a business that is proud of the work they are doing and that they want to help people. They are never happy to receive such an email. Then they open the email and they even see that it was a technique, then you lose point 2 times. 1 for being negative and 2 for being a manipulative technique. Let's dig deeper. Provide it to me for free. It's a command. It's disempowering. Now, if I provide it for free, I submit to her request, to her tasking. Now, this type of attitude may work for men in dating if and when the woman already sees you as a high quality man that she wants to submit to, or submit is kind of a difficult keyword these days. So let's say that if she sees you as a man who is worthy of leading her, then when you tell her, do this, do that for me, you can even increase attraction. It can work, but not in these cases. Not with a man doing it with another man, not when you're supposed to be at the same level, even less when you're supposed to be below, such as when you're doing a request, and even less when you're supposed to be below, when you're asking for a favor, and when you're doing to somebody who tends to be high power or proud, you're gonna lose big time social capital, your ability to influence. They dislike you more. It just doesn't work well. Don't do it. Let's keep going. I can alternatively download it from Z library in a slightly worse and less organized format. Now she's putting her leverage down, and yes, usually you do want to show your leverage. However, you want to be strategic about it. You don't always need to show your leverage, but often it's a good idea, yes. Here she's basically trying to say, I don't really need you because I have this other option. But 1, it's too confrontational again. 2, the other problem is that it reeks of slimy manipulation. Stop the video for a second, see if you can spot the keywords that feel manipulative. Did you try? So these are the ones. Slightly worse and less organized. Now, I didn't know anything about Z library, but to me this already was a major red flag, this slightly. So I was curious, I was also gonna do a video about it, so I checked Z library, I never heard about it. Looks like it's for ebooks. Is it gonna be slightly worse? No, fuck no. Power University is a course and it's a multimedia course. It's got a lot of pictures, infographics, videos that point to YouTube, videos of my own. It's got GIF, however you pronounce that. It's got quizzes, and it's got a lot of links that you need to access by registering to the website. It's not gonna be slightly worse. Furthermore, Power University is constantly updated, so you're gonna get some old-ass version in a terrible format. This was the specific of Power University, but even in different cases, when somebody says slightly worse, it's always a red flag. In this case, specifically, to me, it framed this sender as a slimy manipulator. Let's keep going. But we will both benefit. Again, social exchange manipulation. Try to think about it. Will we both benefit? Maybe, but not nearly at the same level. You get something practical, you get something proven. I have to do upfront work to grant you access. Even if I don't do it, it's work that somebody in the customer service has to do it, and it's work that they need to do it without getting anything back right away, hoping that you will eventually pay. And there is the funny thing, with an email like this, what are the chances that this type of person is going to honor a gentleman's agreement? This email proves the opposite. This is not a win-win exchange, even in case it were, you are still taking a lot more. So again, to pretend that this is a balanced give and take reeks of slimy manipulation. We both benefit from you giving me free material as part of a deal that you get back if it works. Finally, what she doesn't realize is that Only a terrible business will take such an opportunity. Why? Because a good business can choose its customers. A lot of customers take more than they give, especially a customer who's asking to join for free. You're already taking from the beginning. A healthy business doesn't need you, doesn't want you. Now, this is in general, especially in the case of ThePowerMoves. Personally, I do not want turkeys and manipulator to join the program. A person like this one, I don't even want if they pay full price. What could have instead been a better email, a better approach? Well, one, first understand that you don't have much power, so don't try to invert the power tables because it's a power move, and don't do it on a business like ThePowerMoves. It's the worst place possible, probably. So what you will do is that, just simply own it that you are asking and try to give something back. For example, something like this: "You guys rock," subject. "I've been reading your article, super helpful, you're at a different level than anybody." Say anything that was helpful to you, and that's true. Then, if you want to go a step forward, which is a good idea because you are asking, so give before you ask. "I already talked about you to some of my friends. I even left a positive review here. Send the link." Boom. Now you're a giver. And now you talk about your issue. "I'm totally broke. Unluckily, I live in Finland and I only got 30 euros. You know that's real broke." The receiver will say, "Yeah, I agree, that's pretty broke. She's given something." And think about this. Now the frame is different. The frame is that it's a honest person. It's a value giver. She gets it. She gets the social exchange. And it's a person that you like. You want to serve them. And the chances that they will pay back, if they can, are much, much higher. With an email like this, your chance to get what you want are 10, 20 times higher. Now, let's be honest, they are still quite low because a business that's very busy, they focus more on customers that give practical value, right? But still, even if it's 10%, it's still a relatively good shot. You tweak it a little bit, you can get to 20, 30%, that's good. But even more important are the skills and the mindsets that stand behind the different approach that we just highlighted. And that applies not only to your requests, not only to business, but to all areas of your life. Even more important actually for positive, good and win-win relationships in your life. I guarantee you, a person who has the mindset behind the original email cannot have high quality people in her life, cannot have a high quality ego boyfriend. Instead, the type of character, the character that stands behind the email that we improved, that's the type of character who can attract and keep high quality people in his life. And your life changes when you start thinking that way. When you send an email like the original one, you're not gonna do good in life. Yeah, you can manipulate somebody, but you manipulate below you. That's the key. You don't manipulate upward, you manipulate downward. So you're gonna stay stuck with turkeys, manipulators, idiots, low value people, low quality people. Don't live such a life. Become a higher quality person and you will attract higher quality people, live a higher quality, better life. Thank you so much for listening again, guys, and I'll see you the next time. Ciao, ciao.